Hey, I'm Ben Price. Join me for a week on board the Virgin Valiant Lady. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for this video. This is going to be my first week on board what is a month-long contract on the Virgin Valiant Lady. You're probably noticing I'm a bit congested and have a lot of something going on in the back of my throat here, but we're going to muscle through this first week. We do have some antibiotics we're on. Hopefully it clears up and I don't have to spend a month here sounding like this. But first things first, we just got into the room. We embarked early at 11:30, so we're going to set up the room, and then we have a rehearsal this afternoon for a show this evening. So the first day is usually quite a busy one for me because I have a show on the Valiant Lady anyway. I have shows on the first night of the voyage. So once I embark, I get the room set up, get the kit all ready, and then we'll head into rehearsal and get ready for the show in the evening. So let's do that. Now that the room is all set up, I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna go up and grab a tea at the galley. People will start embarking, regular passengers will start embarking at around 1:15. So I wanna get my tea and get some water and things before the ship becomes chaotic. When people embark, it's their first time on board, they wanna explore everything, they're in the way, they don't know where they're going. Frustrates me. Get out of the way. I'm joking. Obviously, it's really cool. It's an interesting place to be. If it's your first cruise even, too, it's a wild thing to be on such a large vessel. So people are exploring, and I just want to get out of their way. I don't want to be in their way while they're exploring just because I want a tea, you know? So we're going to head up, we're going to grab a tea, and then we're probably going to come back down and have a little nap before rehearsal. We got lucky. We got ourselves a peppermint tea, which they usually don't have. It's usually green tea, Earl Grey, black teas, things like that. But we had peppermint today, which is great for me because that's what I need. And we're getting our outside time. We're walking back to the room via the pool deck, which is here. Kiara, a friend of mine who's been on board with me before, always calls this outside time. It's the only time you go outside when you're walking back to the room from the galley. So getting some outside time, and I think now it's also time for a nap, so nap time. Last time I was on board, I inspected the TV and found that I could access the HDMI ports and brought my Nintendo Switch console so I could play on the TV when I was in my room. A little nerdy, but we're gonna do that while we're drinking our tea, and then we are gonna have a nap. It's 12:30 now. Rehearsal is at 2:45, so we have a bit of time on our hands, and I'd like to get in a little bit of a nap. So we'll see you on the other side of the nap when we are finally getting ready to head to rehearsal for the show this evening. All right, nap time is over. It's time to take all of this down to the manor, and we're gonna do a quick tech rehearsal. It's an hour long. I've been on this ship before. We've done this show. It's just to give us a little refresh, get all my things set up, and then we have a show later on. But let's head down to the manor for rehearsal. Welcome to the Manor dressing room. This is where things get prepped and put together for the show. It's also a shared space between myself, the hostess who does a show on the Manor, the ship show, which is a show on the Manor, and some of the other happenings cast members that do things around the ship. So it's a shared space, but you've got your stations here. I usually take the two stations at the end. They are doing laundry right now, so there's laundry hung up all over the place. But we're going to get everything together and in the boxes for the show, so when it's time to tech and do the rehearsal, we can just carry everything out and onto the stage, and we're ready to go. We're prepped and ready. We're not holding up or taking up anyone's time with nonsense. So let's do that. There we go, all 5 boxes are put together, and now we just have to fill them with some of the magic things that come on stage. When I built this show, I tried to change it. Every show I've ever seen of a magician, for the most part, they have a stool on stage with their briefcase and all of the tricks come out of the briefcase, and I thought, I really want to change that image for myself and have something that looks completely different to another magic show, other magic shows that I've seen. So I came up with the idea of these boxes, 5 boxes, 5 tricks come out of the boxes, and they eventually end up aiding in the finale of the show. So it's a cool little thing for me. I like it. If you've seen the show, maybe you like it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't like the boxes, but it is what it is, and we're going to keep them for a year and a half, 2 years. So get used to it. Okay, sad news. So I went out for the tech rehearsal. I was getting all ready to film it, but since it's the exact same tech team I had last time, we didn't run anything. They checked my videos, we did a quick sound check, and that was it, which is nice because it means I'm done now and I can pack up my boxes just into the little corner over here, leave them for the show. But it does mean that you don't get to see a tech rehearsal. But here's a little sneak peek of the venue. Come on, man. There we go. That was a stage. You'll see more of that later on, because I will show you, I'll try to show you some of the show and some of the setup for that. But for now, because I was a little bit late out there. I wasn't late coming because I was here. Obviously I was packing up the boxes, getting ready, but I was late heading out because they didn't clear away the chairs, because they have a casino thing later on where they need the chairs, and they knew they weren't going to do anything with me on the stage, so they didn't set it up. So I was paying attention to the screen, but it did me a disservice. So anyway, gonna finish packing up the boxes, move them into a little corner over here, and then head back upstairs. I'm gonna have a nice hot shower, try to clear some of this out before the show. Then I'm probably gonna go eat some lunch, some spicy ramen. The time is now 6:12. We're showered. We took an extra long shower. It was really hot. Tried to steam some of this out of there. Didn't work. We're dressed. We're gonna head up to grab just a little something for dinner. I'm not very hungry, but we have to eat before the show, because eating at 10:30 or later every night after a show is not good for you. So we're gonna go up, gonna grab another peppermint tea, have some dinner, a light dinner, grab some water in the bottle, and then get ready for the show at 9:30. Pretty lackadaisical day, but it is what it is. If you've made it this far in the video, you have a great attention span for not very exciting days. But I assure you, things hopefully will get more exciting as the week goes on. Embark Day is one of my favorite days because they have the salmon special at the Diner and Dash, and I grab one of those, just a piece of the fish and a Caesar salad, and I make myself a little salmon Caesar salad. It's really good. That's the best little dinner, quick and easy, delicious, and healthy. All right, the time has come to head down to the theater for the show. It's 8:30 now, show's at 9:30. Doors will open in half an hour, 45 minutes. So we're gonna go down, get the boxes all set, and then get ready to do a show. pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, test it. 1, 2, 3. All right, the show is all set up. Now we're just waiting for the doors to open. Once the doors are open, nothing we can do about it to stop it. It's gonna happen. So doors open in probably 5 minutes, and then we'll do the first show of the contract, first show of the week. The audiences started to roll in. I've had a little peek at them from outside. We've got the mic all taped up. We've got some powder on the face. We are good to go, and we're now just waiting for our places call, and then we will head out there and do the first show of the contract. Well, that is the carnage from the show. It is over. First show of 2025 as well. First show of the contract, first show of 2025. It was amazing. I had a really great crowd, super interactive, really fun people, super reactive to all the tricks, which I love. Just makes it easier for the performer out there, as anyone who performs would know. But I am going to pack this stuff away as nicely as I can, because I have another show tomorrow afternoon. I have a matinee. And then I'm going to try to get some sleep. So pack this up, and then I'll probably touch base one more time before I go to bed. Well, day one is nearly complete. I'm going to take my clothes off and get into bed and eat these peanut butter cookies and drink this piping hot peppermint tea. But that was day one with the show. Tomorrow, even busier. Day two is wild, because I've got a ship show in the evening and my own show, a matinee in the afternoon. But I'll bring you along for all of that, show you some different stuff. Hopefully we can see something else going on. Some of the restaurants on board where we're going for breakfast. It's gonna be a good day. But I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's day two of the contract, day two of the week, and it's 9:30 a.m. I took a cold pill last night, really helped me sleep. Courtesy of my stage manager, Phil, because I didn't have any cold medicine with me, and he had some. He gave to me. He leaves in 5 days, so he said his personal stash rather. He doesn't need it anymore because he's leaving anyway. And yeah, it's time for breakfast. We're gonna go to Razzle Dazzle. I eat at Razzle Dazzle every day for breakfast. It's my favorite. So let's get dressed and head downstairs for breakfast. We're dressed and ready. Here's a fun little tip for you. If you know me, you probably know that I am incredibly forgetful. And one of the things I always need on the ship is this little guy. It is my cabin key. It also, if you're a regular sailor, you can pop a credit card on here. I have one on here, but I generally don't pay for a lot of things because I'm not here on vacation. However, this is also your payment method, for me, most importantly, to get back into my cabin. So I hang it on the door so that when I'm leaving, I see it and grab it so I can get back into my cabin later on. Most people wear it all the time. I can't handle things on my wrist. It drives me nuts. So I wear it when I have to, take it off when I don't, and I just hang it on the door. So if you're a forgetful person like me and you're coming on Virgin and you have to have this little cabin tag or bracelet, hang it on your door if you think you're gonna forget it. Let's head down to Razzle Dazzle. So after breakfast, I strolled over to the Grounds Club, and Virgin is fantastic, and they give us 2 free beverages a day, and we can use that on pretty much anything that you have to pay for in terms of beverage, and that could be alcoholic beverages, coffee beverages, mocktails, all this stuff that is just a little bit extra. However, I don't drink, and I don't drink coffee a lot, and tea is free, so I don't really have to pay for any of those. So what I do is I found these, they have kombucha, and they have these little shots, these ginger shots, and I really love them. I don't know that they're doing anything good for me. They probably are. I mean, it's healthy things inside, but I like the taste of them, and it's just a little like fresh thing to have in the morning. So what I do is when I embark, I go and I grab 2 of them, and I store them in the fridge that's in the room, and I just keep a big stash of them in here, so I have them ready to go. And then eventually I'll get enough of them in the fridge that I don't need to get them anymore, and I can use my 2 free beverages for like a chai latte on the occasional day. I don't drink them all the time, the chai lattes, so I'd rather have these little shots. So I just stock up with them. I get 2 every day for 6 or 7 days, and then I have a lot of them to just go around. Keep them stored in the fridge. We're showered and dressed. It is time to head down to the theater to start getting things prepped and ready for the 2 o'clock show. Let's go. So now we're doing the exact process we did last night, but in reverse. Everything needs to go back into the boxes and get ready to head out onto the stage after they're done. What's it called? Last One Standing. It's a little game show. I'll show you what that looks like. So the idea behind the game is they ask a question, the host asks a question, and they give 3 answers, all associated with one of the 3 colors on the floor, and then people separate themselves into whatever answer they think is correct, and the entire audience plays. So all the audience stands up at the very beginning of a round. They get asked the questions, move into one of the 3 colors, and then slowly people are eliminated when they get one wrong, and the groups get smaller and smaller and smaller until there's one more person standing. Hence the name of the game, Last One Standing. Well, because I'm an idiot, I was squaring up the box that was on stool A and pushed the glass jar off the stool, and it broke. This is why I'd love to use plastic if I could, but I couldn't find a plastic jar that looked the way I needed it to. Now I need to find something that I can use and replace the jar. Probably gonna end up using a cup or something and just setting the lid of the jar on top of it. All right, we're gonna go with this cup. The lid sadly doesn't fit on, a little magnet there. The lid sadly doesn't fit on it when it's in the cup, but you can see through it, looks good. That's gonna be the replacement, for today at least. So this is a little backstage area. This is where I've got some things that are for the show. I've got this little towel here I use at the beginning. Got some water, got a little station where you can kind of hang out, some chairs, and then of course the monitor to watch the audience. I don't usually hang out here. I'll usually hang out in the dressing room until about 5 minutes, until I get my 5-minute call. Then I'll make my way over here, get settled, make sure I have everything in my pockets that I need in my pockets, and then get ready to enter, which I do right there. There'll be a curtain there in a little bit. I don't know, someone will set up a little curtain. It's right there. It's just open now, so you can move through freely. So this afternoon we did our show. Tonight we are in Ship Show, and Ship Show is a variety show, so there's going to be a bunch of different acts going on throughout the evening. It's also a dinner show, so people are eating dinner while they're here. They're seeing some acts. It's a really fun time. I think I'm Act C, so I'm 3rd in the lineup, and I'll try to show you some of the show as we go along. I'll take the pen back. It's actually pretty good. Look, you can hold the card normally. Well, I thought you were a functioning human, but he needs to be told how to do everything. Dallas, Tanya, on the count of 3, you're going to show the card. Yell out what it is, because some people can't see it. You're going to show your drawing. Yell out what it is, because some people can't tell. If it's right, yes, Dallas, babies is right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 6 of hearts. It's a match. It's a match. A fist bump will do. Nice. Thank you so much, Tanya. You can have a seat, Dallas. Thanks so much for helping out. My name's Ben. Enjoy the rest of the show. Hey, it's Future Ben. I'm cutting it off here because as I started to edit, I realized this video was turning into over an hour-long video. So much footage, so I'm going to split it up into 2. As I get better at these vlogs, I will figure out what to film and how to show you what's going on in a concise way. But for now, I'm going to split it up because I still think the video is interesting. I just don't think you want to sit through an hour-long video of the entire week all at once. So I'll split it into 2. But if you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Send to people that you think would enjoy this kind of content. And let me know what else you want to see, because I'll post the second half of this video for the second half of the week. But let me know what you want to see. If you want to see something specific, if you have questions about certain things on the ships or as a magician or as a touring artist, let me know and I will take those video ideas into consideration. And hopefully, as we move forward, I get better at these and the videos get shorter without losing the content that you want to see. So until next time, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the second half of the video.